Good evening. My name is John Wilker, also known as GM John. I am a Dungeoneer level 1, which means I help support Dungeon Crate by showing off all their cool stuff. Today we have the October Crate. So I will be doing these once a month, along with occasional other videos that you may see on here. Mostly these probably will end up being Dungeon Crate unboxings or other interesting things like that. Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box, and you can go to dungeoncrate.com and sign up for your own boxes. Here we have this is the way the crate arrives. It looks like a nice little treasure chest, and there's your label. And so we'll go ahead and open this up and get it going. This is a Halloween themed one, of course, so because it is the October Crate. And this Wednesday at Uncle's Games in Spokane Valley, I will be running this as a one-shot for my table. Unfortunately, I can't broadcast that video, but it'll be fun. First thing we do open the box, we find the Dungeon Crate card here. The insert, you're reading it. Now, the really cool thing about these inserts is they come with these little map cards here. And if you look down over in this corner right here, you'll see there's a little grid here. Later on, I'm going to, like the December one, I'll probably assemble them all together and make a big picture, because there is a location for these and it makes a really big room. I'm kind of interested to see what that's going to turn out to be when it does there. So the first thing I've got here are the adventures. We have White Fangs, Red Seas, a level 5 encounter written by Wayne Brecky. And it is Vampires on the High Seas. Don't tell my players. And here's the other card. Got a little too much brightness in the light. I'm not sure how well you guys can all see this. But that's great. And Horror on the High Seas. This card here is an encounter table for random encounters. Which could be anything from undead pirates to sharks, islands, sirens, all kinds of neat little encounters. I got to read these up quickly because Wednesday I will be running this. It's only a page long, a little bit of exploring to do. I probably will not be using this map though, because I will be using the store's 3D model of a pirate ship. So that's going to be very interesting. I'll have a couple of ships to decide on which to use there. It's kind of cool to have it in a 3D version. Now, Wayne got the idea for this because he saw a picture, not this picture, but a different one, of a pirate ship that was abandoned upon a rock. And he wanted to write a story about it, so we'll be working on that. Now, of course, you can't have a good story without some good characters. So here are 3 of the characters that will be appearing in this story. You've got your artwork cards. On this side, we have each individual picture that I can show them. But more importantly, on this side, I get their stats. I know you can't read that, which is probably a good thing that you can't read that, because spoiler alerts and everything like that. But this is for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. There's stats for these different pirates. There's Captain Death, the Sea Vampire. Captain Death, Sea Vampire Pirate, and the Sea Vampire Siren. I wonder if she can sing. We'll have to find out when we actually run the story. But these are the nice interesting cards. These come in very handy when I do that. Now, of course, what good is a pirate adventure if you don't have treasure? So this is the treasure that they will be having in the adventure. It's a nice magical sword known as the Cutlass of the Abyss. Again, stats are on the back. And this come here is a members exclusive. Save 10% in the treasury. Shop at Dungeon Crate. So it's a little coupon for me to go ahead and do that. And there's a crate code in there. I can insert that I can insert and get me a little discount there. So that's something you guys can get. Now, of course, it's what good is a pirate story, even a vampire Halloween version without a treasure map? So we have here this little treasure map here. I think I'm going to turn off that extra light there. It's just a little bit too much glare. All right. Now, I don't know if this makes it easier for you to see this. Oh, I'm showing you the wrong side. There you go. There you go. Now, again, I want to show you the pictures that we've already pulled up, just in case you weren't able to see them the first time. So we have the insert. We have the card. That's the map. Insert. We have the adventure. White fangs. Red seas. Hopefully this isn't coming in backwards, and if it is, I don't know how to change that. I'll have to talk to one of my techie friends on how to do that. Horrors of the High Seas. And this is encounter charts for things that happen to you while you're on there. I'll have to figure out the pacing, whether or not I have time to do that. Again, 3 of the important NPCs from the encounter. Captain Death, Sea Pirate Siren, and the Sea Vampire Pirate. There you go. The treasure. The pirate map, which is also doubles as a coaster. I'll be probably ordering a whole bunch of these. You can order them in stacks of 10 from Dungeon Crate. And they're kind of thin, so having 10 would be a good thing to do. My coupon, not that anybody's interested in seeing that. This was all packed in with blue paper, so it's thematically appropriate. And it looks like we've got another crate. I mean, not another coaster here. So I got 2 of those. Now, what good is a coaster? Well, a coaster is to put your drinks on, right? And voila. I have this nice little pirate shot glass, the blood red interior. And they're kind of a ceramic, not a glass, so they're a little more sturdy. I will have to make use of this during the game at some point. Maybe I'll challenge somebody to drink from it. Who knows what's going to come in that. Now, of course, one of the pirates you see on here, I think this one, is going to make a good match for this miniature. Now, I wonder if I can talk my wife into painting this before our actual game. This is a Dark Heaven Bones miniature. It's Barnabas Frost Pirate Captain. Now, why this says this is the Pirate Captain, I think he looks a little bit more like the Vampire Pirate as opposed to the Captain himself. But we'll see. I have to figure out which miniatures I'm going to use for this. I got a pretty good collection of Whiz Kids and Wizard of the Coast miniatures, things like that. And here we have Fins and Sharks. And as usual, these things come with a little card that advertising what the product is. And on the back side are little character tents. Take this part up here and put the plate of the name of the character or the monster, fold it over the line, flip this down on your side of the DM screen so that it hangs here like you'll see that, and this part will hang over on my side. So on your side of the DM screen, it'll look like that. And you'll have a little quick cheat sheet of the character's information, stuff like that. I think you can write on this with dry erase or wet erase pen, and then it will be visible still. May use permanent ink. I've been collecting a bunch of these for a while now, since they come in all these cases. After a while, I should have enough to run an encounter or adventure on. I tend to print mine out that are similar, a little bit bigger. They have pictures on them. So those are pretty cool, but this is something to look forward to. I highly recommend this as a way to keep track of initiative and to keep the stats on your characters. Now, they have got an acrylic cutter over at Dungeon Crate, so they make these themselves. They used to have another company that they did with this, but that company went out of business. And fortunately, so what we have here are, so now they make them themselves. And what they have here are little pirate, or not little pirates, but they're little sharks. They're flat, so they'll lie flat on your map board, sailing along there. And that comes with 2 of these. I'm pretty sure they will have more of these for sale if you need more than 2 sharks to represent your attacks. And I like the fact that they're flat so that they will sit right on top of the thing and make it look like they're partially submerged in the water instead of having these things floating above the water. But of course, you know, you can do whatever how you want to do it, underwater, above water, flying through the air. Now, of course, if you just want to terrify your players, nothing more terrifying than just the fin floating above the water. These have a little wave actions here. So here's something with just the wave. And here is it assembled, looking straight on, and then da-dun, 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 dun, da-dun, da-dun, dun. And this particular set came with 3 of these sharks. So I should be able to field at least 5 sharks simultaneously, as long as I don't have to show the fins of the big ones. And again, I believe we can get more of these at Dungeon Crate. Now, when you buy things, you get the boxes, which are curated boxes, and you get everything you need in them. They do come with things called dungeon coins. There's the coins. Just like the box tops that you use to collect off cereals, you can collect these little coins here, and you turn them in, and you get more stuff. Things that have been previously released, some things that are brand new. Occasionally, there'll be something on there that is only exclusively available if you use these nice little box tops. Now we got one last item in here. This is the Dungeoneer's Compass Rose. I've actually been wanting to get one of these for quite a while, so I think they're cool. And on the Dungeoneer's site, you can buy this one, plus you can get another set of 4 with different symbols. This is the most basic one. And it is a compass rose. And here's what it looks like up close. And that is a, partly 3D raised surface. A more flat version of the compass rose is on this side. However you want to do it. It's got enough detail there that if you wanted to stamp some wax or clay or something like that, you probably could. How do you use this? Well, when you have your map, you go ahead and place this on your map, and it will tell the characters which side of the map is north. When I draw maps, a lot of times I forget to put in where the compass is, and instead of having a set, this is north, this is east, because a lot of my maps, the pre-done ones, don't have any compass on them, so I change it each time I play. That way's north, whatever. Well, I put this down on the map, and that indicates which way's north. Now, some of the maps that I have been rolled up, especially the ones I've hand-drawn, and I need something to put on the corners to make sure the map stays flat. That's where something like this comes in nice and handy. Dungeoneer has 4 other symbols ones with like a sextant the moon and sun symbol, and a couple other symbols. There's 4 in a set, or you can buy them each individually. So you put one in each of the corners and then use this one to indicate which way is north on your map. I do want to get the rest of the coins, but who knows if and when I'll actually do that. Because this is kind of a luxury item. Not that expensive though. A little more than $10 if I remember right. But it's something I've always wanted. I'm glad I finally got it in my dungeon crate. And yeah. Wayne saw these at Gen Con this year. So that was, he got the inspiration to add these to our crates. If people have things that they want to suggest to see in our crates, our crates, this is Wayne's crates. I just a customer who likes them enough to make a video about it. I do not get these crates for free. I do pay for them. I do get things for being a Dungeoneer occasionally and for doing demos at conventions and things like that. Of course, if you go and see his every Wednesday on Facebook, you can see Dungeon Crate's live video feed. And if you participate, you say things in the comment section and you share the video, you can win prizes. Anything from dice catapults to necklaces to just all kinds of neat, cool things. And I won a couple things doing that. I have been with Dungeon Crate since the very beginning. Their very first box they came out, they've had many different styles of box. Maybe one of these things I'll show a video showing every single type of crate that they've had. But this has been 5 years. 12 a month, 5 years. So I've got a lot of boxes that I've used. Some of them I've given away. Some of them I'm using for storage. Others I'm waiting for an excuse to use for storage. I mean, this is a great way to store my minis. A great way to pack things up between adventures. So like I play a couple games that I run frequently. And I have in one of these packs all of the miniatures and the setting pieces for a particular game. Adventures in Middle Earth, Eves of Mirkwood, and all the pieces fit in the little box. So I will take this with me every time I go. And you know, the maps don't fit in here, but I got everything else in there, so it's pretty cool. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. If you happen to have seen this video, I will be, of course, saving this on here, and I'll be sharing it on Facebook and Twitter. And hopefully some people will get some good information about Dungeon Crate. I definitely highly recommend it. I will be a customer for life. And there are other companies out there that got some neat stuff as well. But Dungeon Crate does hold a special case in my heart. And maybe around the December crate, I might tell you the story of why Dungeon Crate is so special to our family. Anyways, good night. Dream well and play more games.